Okay, quick video on the financing market for small businesses or really any corporation and how sale leasebacks are getting comparatively more attractive compared to other traditional sources of corporate credit. So, first, we're looking at the SOFR rate, secured overnight financing rate chart. And you can see here, I wanted that to stay. You can see here that SOFR rate in 2021 and to 2020 was essentially zero. And then obviously with the Fed increasing interest rates, we are now just a hair over 5% today. So this is a 500 basis point delta, which is really what we're focusing on here, how SOFR went from zero to 5%. So maybe a couple years ago, your company could have borrowed 300, 400 basis points above SOFR for 3 or 4%, but now you're looking at 8 or 9%. So again, it's that 500 basis point delta makes the cost of capital much more expensive. If we look at cap rates now, I'll pop my head up here. So cap rates are much more unchanged. So back in 2021, 2022, cap rates were down into the low sixes. This is for the United States for industrial product. And they haven't really changed. Deals we are seeing today are, I would say, selling for maybe 75 to 125 basis points higher than what we were seeing in 2021, early 2022. CoStar isn't showing that yet because the data is delayed, but they're showing that cap rates, while still low, are going to get up to roughly 6.5% in the next year or two. So that's only a delta of 50 or 75 basis points. I think it might be a little bit higher than that, maybe more like 100. But again, this is like maybe 100 point delta, basis point delta, whereas the SOFR rate is a 500 basis point delta. And that's why sale leasebacks are gaining significant traction this year, because the cost of capital for businesses has increased so much through traditional lending that now a sale leaseback is looking comparatively more attractive, where you could sell your property for maybe call it 6.5% rate of return, where you're creating capital and paying essentially 6.5% for that capital, compared to 8 or 9% from a traditional loan or a line of credit, for example. So that's why sale leasebacks are comparatively more attractive this year. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Look forward to speaking soon. Thanks.